Today we are busting your biggest myths and misconceptions about how you can get pregnant. Can I get pregnant if my partner pulls out before he comes? So the withdrawal method, or pulling out, has a pretty high failure rate for getting people pregnant, and that's because there's a little bit of sperm inside the fluid that comes out before someone ejaculates. It's called pre-cum or pre-ejaculate. So if someone is using withdrawal as their only method of preventing pregnancy, it's only about 75% effective. What if I pee or shower right after having sex? So unfortunately, because there is some sperm that has already gotten to the vagina, and especially if your partner has come inside already, then you can definitely get pregnant. Do not depend on washing things out as a way to prevent pregnancy. What if I'm using birth control? So birth control is super important if you are wanting to prevent pregnancy. The problem is that every type of birth control has some failure rate, meaning that nothing is 100% in preventing every single pregnancy. The best types of birth control can be 99% effective, but there are still a few people who get pregnant if they are using that method. If you are 100% certain you do not want to get pregnant under any circumstances, you may want to use two methods together. For instance, a birth control and condoms. What if you're on the birth control pill and you miss one pill? Unfortunately, you can get pregnant. The birth control pill is taken every single day because it wears off relatively quickly. So if you miss one day, your body can release an egg or ovulate and you can become pregnant. There are things to do if you did forget a pill though. You can double up as soon as you remember, or you can use a backup method and talk to your gynecologist. A lot of people ask, can I get pregnant when I'm on my period? Technically, no. If you're on your period and you're not yet at the phase of your cycle where you're ovulating, you wouldn't be able to get pregnant. The problem is that sometimes people have a hard time telling what their period is. If they have irregular cycles, if they have breakthrough bleeding, it might not be super clear that you're actually on your period and not having some other type of bleeding. If that's the case, definitely don't depend on your period being your birth control method. Can you get pregnant through oral sex or anal sex? Technically, no. There's no way for the sperm to get from your mouth or your anus to your uterus, which is where a pregnancy would need to implant. But if you're having anal sex and you have some of the ejaculate or fluid landing near the opening of the vagina, it is possible for sperm to get into the vagina that way. What if you have sex in different positions, like standing up? Will gravity pull the sperm out? Unfortunately, no. Sperm is meant to swim pretty fast, even if the fluid or ejaculate is leaving the body. So if someone stands up, goes to the bathroom, and some of the fluid is leaking out, the sperm is actually already inside and it's already making its way into the uterus. So unfortunately, position doesn't make a difference in terms of likelihood of getting pregnant. Thanks for watching. I really hope that this helped to clear up some myths and misinformation about getting pregnant and avoiding pregnancy if you don't want to be pregnant. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments. And if you want more information about sexual and reproductive health, make sure to subscribe to our channel.